A few days ago, we had one of the members of Sims Distillery contact us, and they were having a problem with a certain contract and presentation and negotiation they were doing with the client. So they came to us within the distillery and said they had this problem. It's what the community does. And so we reached out to a good friend of mine, Chris Voss. Now, I've known Chris for many, many years. I knew him just before he released his book, Never Split the Difference. And then I was involved in actually getting him on podcasts and getting that book out there, as it's a really, really good book if you haven't read it already. So when I contacted him and said that one of our members had this problem, he was very open to coming on one of our expert hour Sims Distillery calls. And I've heard a lot of what he's actually spoken about before. So, I've got to be honest with you, not a lot of it was new and I was, learning it. But again, it's like the basics. You can't overlearn the basics. But he said something that really hit me. Now, maybe he said it before and I just wasn't ready to absorb it. Maybe this was new. I don't know. But he turned around and he went, intention has a smell. And it got me thinking. Intention has a smell. It's kind of a weird thing to say, but it does, and we get that because of our senses. And when we break it down to our senses, we've got our gut, we've got our heart, we've got our eyes, we've got our ears. But what's the weakest of them? And today, it's our ears and our eyes. We used to say, look, if it walks like a duck, if it smells like a duck, if it sounds like a duck, it's a duck. Our eyes and our ears can't always be trusted. We got AI now, we got CGI, we got special effects, which are showing us these things going on. And we're seeing them and we're hearing them and we're absorbed, but we're not feeling them. Our gut is incredibly intelligent. Our smell, our senses, our reactions are incredibly intelligent. But now we're discarding them. Hey, if it doesn't look like this, it surely can't be right. That kind of thing. We're seeing things and we're believing them rather than trusting what for years has protected us. As human beings, we walk past a bush, it rattles in the night, and we're on guard. Fight or flight. It comes in. They call it the reptilian brain. But it's that moment when our reactions can save our life. Start trusting them. And he said intention has a smell. Every time you speak to someone, you can sense, hang on a minute, there's a sale coming up. Oh, hang on a minute, there's a pitch about to come. Where's this going? Are you leading me down a funnel? And we discard it. We distrust it. But I'm asking you, trust your gut. Understand what that reaction's doing for you. And tell yourself, be aware. Hey, I can't always trust what I see, but I can trust what I feel. If it doesn't feel right, if it doesn't smell right, it's not right. And then use your brain to go, well, why am I feeling that? What am I reading? What am I getting out of it? It's not that hard to start trusting what has kept human beings alive for millions and thousands of years. Start trusting your gut. It'll be the smartest thing you've done in probably a long time.